How's it going, everybody? This is Husky's Ghost, and we're going to be here doing a little discussion video. I want to kind of give my thoughts out about the upcoming Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I did do a video recently before, just taking my beginning thoughts about the E3 Direct, but ever since the second one, there's a lot more to talk about, and this is going to be kind of a long one I want to talk about, and I figured kind of do something similar like I did with the Nintendo Switch discussion. So I do have somebody with me this time, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I am CynderBlaze, and I don't know what else to say.
It is her first time doing this, so be a little soft on her. So, me and Cinder here, we are big fans of the Super Smash Bros. Series, and I'm pretty sure that she has a lot to say about what's going on as much as I do. And I figured let's just go ahead and talk about what's all in our heads, and just kind of get it out there for the people who's listening. And maybe, who knows, maybe we'll come up with some interesting stuff, and that will probably not be popular enough to be on 4chan. So, let's just go ahead and give this a go. So, before we get into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, let's go ahead and take a step back in time, just a couple years, to Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. Cinder, what do you think about those games? I mean, do they kind of still hold up after all this information we got about Ultimate, or is it just something you can't really pick up anymore?
Well, I'll be honest, I haven't touched Smash 4 in a while, so honestly, I haven't really played it. So I played like Brawl back in the day. I don't know, just something about it. I mean, I still like the game, obviously. Just I don't know. I just wasn't really that too into it as much as I was with Brawl.
That's kind of a funny thing too, because I felt the same way. I don't know if this is just because it was nostalgia with Brawl, because I had a lot more fun time with a friend with Brawl than I ever did with Smash Wii U. I don't know what the turnoff was about it though. I don't know if it was just the stages or the lack of modes, or because obviously, I mean, we can't deny that the character selection is probably the best in the Smash Brothers history so far. But yeah,
I absolutely love the character selection, but I don't know. I don't know what turned me off.
Were you just easily bored with it?
I guess.
To me, I think I don't know if it was really the stages that turned me off, because I kind of enjoyed the stages more on the 3DS version than I did on the Wii U. But I don't know. I'm just thinking. I think a lot of people will agree with this. Is that I think it's just the lack of single player modes. I mean, we don't have like an adventure mode of any kind. The classic mode was really bare bones. To be honest, I think I did the master orders more than anything else. I don't know what else it is that I did though. Did you ever play it for the fighting, or were you more popular with the single player portions?
I mainly just played it for like the fighting and stuff.
The fighting, so the multiplayer moments. Okay, yeah, I figured. Looking back at Smash 4, I always kept on thinking that this is probably something that Sakurai put so much effort into, because I guess he had like cramping issues with his hands during development. I know he was extremely unhealthy during the development phase of Smash 4, and I was just thinking, I don't think this game can ever be topped. But looking at Smash Bros. Ultimate, I can't even look back at Smash 4. It just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like a mashup mess than anything else. I was recently trying to play Smash Bros. On 3DS the other day, and I couldn't even last 10 minutes on it. Ultimate just kind of ruined Smash 4 for me.
Yeah.
So.
And like I said, I haven't really played Smash 4 in a while, so.
Yeah. So that just kind of, I guess, I sort of shows how we feel about Smash 4. So, And it's funny because it still feels like a new game. Like it felt like Smash 4 didn't come out like not too long ago, and then like 2 years later, here we are with Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a weird feeling to think that I don't know if this is just me, but does it just seem like that Sakurai put so much more effort to Smash Ultimate than he ever did in Smash 4?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it just seems so much. It just seems more lively. It just I don't know. It just seems like they put so much more focus and effort on Ultimate than he ever did on Smash 4. So it's a pretty weird feeling. But yeah, I think Smash 4 is going to the trash when this game releases. So I mean, I'm actually planning on selling the 3DS once the Ultimate comes out, because it's getting to the high time to think that I think Nintendo is dropping the 3DS, because I don't think they're going to be supporting that system much longer.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. So other than Smash 4 being a shadow of his former self, I guess we can go ahead and move on to Ultimate itself. So E3 came. We were all expecting a Smash Brothers news. We didn't really expect like a Smash Direct that we actually got, but that's what we got. Everyone is here. We've got every single character from the series to right now. That's something I've never expected to even happen, especially with Snake and Pichu and young Link, every single character. That's something I never thought Sakurai would ever pull off.
Yeah, I'm not expecting that. I was super surprised when they showed that every single character was returning.
Mm-hmm. I think that was, I think the nail in the coffin there was bringing back Snake, because even though that everybody wanted Snake to return for how Konami has been acting, I never thought it was possible. But when I saw Snake there, I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? And then, the whole text shows up, everyone is here. I'm like, wait. Like, every single character is returning for this game, and soon enough, that's what we ended up getting, is everybody's here. So I really don't know if this is actually enough to satisfy some people, because I still get some arguments here and there saying that there's still some characters that should actually have been left off, like, for example, Corrin from Fire Emblem, because nobody seemed to care about Corrin. And
or basically every Fire Emblem character in Smash ever.
that too. I'm pretty sure when Chrom was announced that people were happy about, but that brings up the whole argument about the Echo Fighters. Do you think Sakurai is going to is going to be trigger happy when it comes to Echo Fighters?
Personally, I like the idea of Echo Fighters. I think it's a good chance to like give. I don't know how to word this.
Try the best you can.
It's a good idea, and it gives like certain fighters like a good chance of getting into Smash and all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's definitely been a thing since Melee, because of Dr. Mario and Young Link. I know those two were kind of the beginning portions of Clone Fighters. I don't know if Pichu and Roy would say that too. I know Roy did for sure. Pichu maybe just a little bit. And I know that a lot of people will argue that the Clone Fighters would take up slots of the character selection, but I don't think that's no longer going to be an issue, since you could be able to stack them up onto each other of their Echo portions. So, like, for example, you can go ahead, have Peach and Daisy on the same slot, or you could have Lucina and Marth on the same slot, all that stuff. But when it comes to Echo Fighters, there's I definitely noticed that Sakurai is putting a little bit of love to them, because we on the E3 Direct we suddenly got Daisy, And then on the second direct, we got Chrom and Dark Samus. So that's already 3 Echo Fighters already into us. And 1, 2, 3.
Well, we also got a Simon Belmont's Echo Fighter Richter.
Or is it Richter echoing Simon? That's what Sakurai is saying, because they both have such unique styles. It's kind of hard to figure out who's echoing who. Yeah, we do have Richter, we do have Dark Samus, Chrom, and Daisy. I think we got more echoes announced than we actually deal with new characters, because new characters we only have Ridley, Simon, and King K. Rool.
And Inkling.
Oh yeah, and Inkling. I keep forgetting about Inkling. Inkling was such a left field, because Inkling was announced when Smash Bros. Was announced, so I never really got to see Inkling as a new character for some odd reason. But yeah, I think the biggest surprise to me though, when everybody's here, is the fact that Sakurai was actually able to manage every single character for this game. I mean, we almost got, well, if you want to count the Echo Fighters, we actually do have almost about 70 characters, and I do think that we're going to get more for that. But I think this is probably the biggest, I guess I could say, almost say a world record of a fighting game to have so many characters in one spot. Because I think the last game that ever tried doing that was one of the older Mortal Kombat games that had like almost every character from the series face off each other. So
yeah, wasn't that Armageddon that tried to do that, or am I thinking of something else?
I think it was Armageddon. Yeah. Because I think Mortal Kombat, I think there was also Mortal Kombat Ultimate. I think that was based on the second or third, I think it was the third Mortal Kombat. And then again with Armageddon, they tried doing that again. I remember the roster being pretty huge for that. But yeah, trying to fit in about 70 characters in a Smash Brothers game is pretty... I'll admit, I never thought of that. It's something we all kind of want. It's almost like asking for the Pokemon series to add like every region in one game. It's kind of almost like that. We're asking for every character to return from the Smash Bros. Series. It's just something I never expected ever happening, and it happened. So, and the game is living up to its name for sure. Oh, Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is going to be the ultimate game in the series, and so far we have every character returning. So, out of all those returning characters, which one are you most excited to have?
Probably Wolf, because I really liked playing as him in Brawl, and as you know, I have a really huge love for Brawl, and I was just really happy to see Wolf back.
Don't tell me you were one of those annoying people that was begging for Wolf on Smash 4.
No, I wasn't one of those people.
Better hope, because next time we'll know you're going to become one of the Waluigi people.
Waluigi's already been shown as an assist trophy, guys. Get over it.
Oh, goodness. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the newcomers here a little later on. The second big thing, and this one was probably the biggest surprise on me, is the crazy factor of stages being returned here. We're getting almost, I think there's only 15 missing, if I remember right. We're almost getting like every single stage returning from the Smash Bros. Series as well. Like I said, excluding like maybe 15 or 16 other stages, but almost every stage. That's a big heap. I really don't know what to even say about that. I think I'm just surprised that Sakurai is able to fit all this stuff into one little cartridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as Sakurai said, they must be crazy.
Yeah, right. So far, he said, if you exclude Battlefield, Big Battlefield, and Final Destination, we do have a total number of 100 stages. Maybe more. Don't know. But if you want to count with the Battlefield and Final Destination forms, then yeah, you're looking at about over 300 stages.
Yeah.
There was also a recent interview with Sakurai. He said that making Battlefield and Final Destination versions of every single stage is not as easy as it seems. So that...
Yeah, It's really not.
Yeah, I can tell because of all the coding that you have to do and some rearrangements as well. Um, but that's just that's an amazing number. I mean, if you have a small television, you're not even going to see all the stages in the stage select very well, because it's such a big number, and you're definitely going to need to have a big TV screen for that. Especially the ones that have so much dynamic stuff going on in the background. For example, like the tour stages, kind of like Altafino and Port City for F-Zero, and all the other stages that kind of takes you to one location to the other. Those are such big stages just because of the backgrounds alone, that I'm actually amazed that they didn't run out of room to add more stages to this, you know?
Yeah, and they also had another one of those kinds of stages too, the New Donk City one.
Mm-hmm. I think New Donk City is focusing only on the tower, so I'm pretty sure they didn't have to do too much on the background aspect of that, but yeah, definitely, the tower is, it's big enough as it is. What are your thoughts on the stage morphing mode, that you could be able to morph one stage and then it turns into another stage at a selected time?
I think it's really cool how you can have two stages in one match and they can between them at random times, and I just really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Although a lot of competitive people were probably only Final Destination for it, but
yeah, they will probably only use Battlefield and switch it to Final Destination. That's just how it goes, I guess. Yeah, that was something I never even thought of, like, period. I didn't even think of something like that.
It's the thing that we didn't know we needed it, but
mm-hmm. Definitely. I actually believe, and some people actually point this out, I think Sakura is using the advantage of the game being on cartridge, because I think if Smash Ultimate was on disc still, it's going to have serious loading issues for how much shit is in this game right now. And I think morphing stages together in a smooth frame rate aspect of it, I'm sure if this game was on disc, it will probably blow up the Switch.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Switch.
Definitely. I actually do think the cartridge plays a big role on that, though, when it comes to morphing stages and probably adding everything in this. Do you think Sakurai is taking advantage of the cartridge?
I mean, the Switch already seems to be more powerful than Wii U, so...
Yeah. Well, that's hardware itself, but do you think it's something to do with the cartridge?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I guess we're not too tech heavy to know that stuff too well.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I don't know what more stages that there are going to be, because like I said, there's already so much on there. I'd be surprised if Sakura adds like 5 more stages to any newcomers or any returning stages in general for that. But not just the stages, but also the amount of music in this game. Now let me go ahead and tell you something here. When it came to the Smash Brothers soundtrack, I never really cared much for the soundtrack until Smash Brawl came out, because I never cared much for 64's and Melee's music. There was a little bit of Melee that I actually did like the music for, but wasn't that much, or I guess I should say memorable, and I'm pretty sure people are going to have my head for saying that. But for Brawl, I think Brawl was the beginning portion of the music becoming a big part of the Smash Brothers series, because Sakura was having a bunch of different composers from different companies coming together and making music for this game, and it's given the music this charm, this remix charm that you can battle to with Smash Brothers. I don't know if you feel the same way. I don't know if you liked Melee's music all that much.
Well, I've actually never owned Melee, so I don't really. I guess I'm not really too Melee because of that.
Well, have you at least listened to the soundtrack of Melee, like on YouTube or anything?
Few things, but honestly, it wasn't really as good as Brawl's soundtrack.
Mm-hmm. I think it was due to the use of instruments, because I don't think they use much instruments on Melee. And like I said, it was also the composers. Sakurai brought back some very amazing, talented composers for Brawl. Especially for a lot of Brawl's music were remixes of memorable Nintendo songs. And I think that's what really set it off for Brawl. And Smash 4, of course, tipped it up a scale with the music. And I'm actually happy that have you ever had the Club Nintendo account before they shut that down?
Yes, I did have the Club Nintendo account.
Yeah, did you ever pre-order both Smash for 3DS and Wii U to get the soundtrack?
I didn't do that, but I did hear about that.
So you didn't get the soundtrack then?
No, I didn't get it.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, if you pre-order both the Wii U and 3DS versions, you will get the Mewtwo DLC for free, and they also send you a soundtrack of the Smash Brothers soundtrack, which is pretty cool. Doesn't have every song on it, but I mean, there's some songs they have on the CDs that I would switch out for another song, but I can't complain. I mean, it's 2 CDs, one CD for the 3DS version and the other one for the Wii U, so it's not bad. But having that, it's pretty cool listening to, because it's the Smash Bros. Soundtrack. And for this one, for Ultimate, we're having over 900 songs. 900.
Again, they must be crazy.
Yeah. Even Sakurai even said that the Castlevania stage itself is going to have about 32 tracks for its single stage. So, and I know he also says that you can be able to morph by series. So I know on previous games, each stage had a separate set of music for that stage. They go by series now. So that just kind of tells me how many songs for each series are they going to be adding on this. Like, how much from Sonic are they going to add, how much from Mario, Legend of Zelda, and Metroid, a bunch of other series as well, because this is going to be 900. I can't even think of what songs will return, because I believe Smash 4 had about 500, so this is almost like another 500 for Ultimate. So my question is, I wonder if they're remixing most of it, or if a lot of them are just going to be ported over songs.
Yeah, I imagine there are going to be a lot of ported. I can see there being a lot of remixes and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. But do you think we're going to have like a lot of fresh music from this, or do you think we're just going to have a bunch of brought over songs from the previous games?
Personally, I think it might be like a mixture. Be a lot of like old classic songs, but there'll also be like a bunch of like new remixes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because so far from the Smash Bros. Website, you could actually take a listen to some of the song samples they got over there, and they're all brand new songs. The Donkey Kong one is definitely hype.
Oh yeah.
That one, and I've also heard a remix of Splat Attack from Splatoon. If you listen to the second direct, you could hear like it was more like a jazz remix than the usual rock and roll one that we're used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever caught that one.
Yeah, I caught it. It's pretty good, and I'm looking forward to hearing what it actually sounds like.
Right. Also, I need to talk about this one very quick, but you've heard the new the F-Zero song that they have on the website?
F-Zero song? No, I have not heard it.
You have not heard it. It's, I don't even know how to explain it. It's very, what's the best way? I guess it fits well for a opening of an anime. That's the best way I can describe it, I guess. It was probably the most out of place F-Zero song I've heard. So it just makes me very curious what the full song sounds like. But also
plot twist, there's going to be a Smash Bros. Anime.
We're all hoping for that ever since the Palutena reveal for Smash 4. Also, shoot, what was I gonna say? It was something about the music on the Smash Bros. Website. Oh yeah, the Brinstar Devs song, or it was Kraid's Lair. I'm noticing that they're putting a lot of violin and jazz into this soundtrack, especially with Splat Attack is kind of hitting the same thing. What do you think most of the portion of the music will be? Do you think it's going to be more rock and roll smashing, kind of like what we kind of got for Brawl, or do you think we're going to get like a different style?
It's kind of hard to say. Gosh, I don't...
Can't really say then.
Yeah, I think it's too early to judge.
Yeah, it could be too early. It's something that I've been noticing at the moment, especially with the Donkey Kong one, because that one is just probably the best one I've heard so far. But
that song literally ear candy for me.
Yeah, definitely. But then again, I hear the trumpets. It's just, it has that jazz taste to it. So I'm excited with the soundtrack. I mean, it's not disappointing. So I'm definitely excited to hear what more is there to do. The one I was really curious about was the Splatoon soundtrack, because Splatoon has an amazing soundtrack when it came to the first two games. So I didn't know if they were going to remix any of those or just keep them the way they were. But from what we heard from Splat Attack, it seems like they are going to remix them. And especially with the Cali song that they sampled on the website, it's definitely going to be remixed. You're hoping for songs from the Octo expansion, aren't you?
Yeah, I am kind of hoping that they include. They probably won't, but I can dream, right?
Well, it won't be too far off. I mean, Splatoon 2 is a Switch game, and they already got music for, Super Mario Odyssey, so I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here's the interesting part, is the items being used here. So let me just go ahead and jump to the items. First off, I don't know how much you use items on Smash Brothers. Are you kind of one of those people that like to use items and just kind of let the stage blow up?
I mean, I do like to use the items. Yeah, I use them a lot when I played Brawl.
So you just like using them for the fun portions and not much for the hardcore Final Destination only no items.
Yeah. Usually, unless I'm playing with friends, I'm not really that hardcore into like most people.
Yeah. Unless you're playing online, that's kind of like where everybody's at, sadly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Not much I can really say about the items. I mean, some of the items that they introduced on the second direct was kind of cool. Nothing worthwhile though. It's just items to cause havoc. The Pokemon though, let's talk about the Abra. Abra is going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be annoying for some people.
I was having a conversation with a friend of mine saying how annoying would it be if you escaped somebody's final smash and Abra picks you up and throws you like right in front of their final smash.
Oh boy, dickish.
Which is very that would suck so much. I know a lot of the final smashes are gonna be cinematic in a way, like King DDD's and King K. Rules and a lot of the others. That's something I've noticed, is that a lot of them are being cinematic nowadays. and just get straight to the battle. You know, I actually like that change. I never really cared much for the transformations. What do you think of those?
Yeah, I honestly wasn't really too big of like the transformations, like with the Pokemon's Mega Evolutions and stuff like that. I mean, I like Mega Evolutions in the regular Pokemon games, obviously, but as Final Smashes, yeah,
not too impressive. I mean, Mega Charizard was really just another form of Yoshi's Final Smash, and Lucario's was
Mega Lucario.
Yeah, Mega Lucario.
It was basically just Wario Man from Brawl and or is Wario Man in Smash 4 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, it's basically just Wario Man, and I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that Smash, or Final Smash. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I do. I didn't mind Lucario's for a little bit because all it really did was just max out his aura, and we know the higher the damage Lucario has, the more powerful his aura gets. So that made his attacks very devastating. But I was a little bummed out they took out his Brawl's Final Smash because I did prefer that one a little more, even though it was more easily to escape from. But
I am a huge Lucario fan. He's my main in Brawl, and I honestly just I prefer his Brawl.
Yeah. Makes me kind of wonder now though, because since Pokemon Trainer has Charizard back, so we know that his Final Smash is going to be triple finish. I wonder what Lucario's will be. I don't think that we ever seen Lucario's Final Smash.
I like to imagine that it's a mixture of his Final Smashes from Brawl and Smash 4. Like, he Mega Evolves and then, like, goes up and does that, like, huge laser.
Yeah. Was that something he would have been able to pull off in the games? Because I know that Sakurai likes to, stay true to the Pokemon's movesets.
I mean, I don't know. That's just how I interpret it, that it might be.
Yeah. It's possible. I mean, we see that some of the characters do have the returning factor of moving their aim during their Final Smash, such as Zero Suit Samus and Snake. Snake was able to do that too. So I could see Lucario's Brawls returning, probably. If not that, then it's going to be a different form, or it'll be some kind of cinematic. That's another thing about the items is not just the Smash Ball, but also the fake Smash Ball. That's going to piss off a lot of people, probably.
Yeah.
Because everybody is so going after that Smash Ball, and then when they find out it's fake, and then they all blow up. I mean, I don't know who's going to be dumb enough to fall for the fake Smash Ball, because it's kind of obvious if you're not used to the Smash logo, then why are you playing Smash Brothers?
I mean, there's also that option to like have that that meter or whatever, the Smash meter.
The Smash meter. Yeah, it's the Smash meter. That's what you called it.
Yeah, it like fills up and then like a weaker Final Smash. That's what I'm trying to talk about.
Yeah. I know that could play out a pretty good role probably for the competitive scene, even though it's been aimed for the casual. I could see that being used for tournaments though.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I think this game looks to be like aiming for both competitive and casual players.
Hmm.
It seems like it's gonna appeal to both of those.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, especially when you see the damage meter of the characters that has that percentage, and we never had that point number on previous Smash games before. So I know a lot of competitive people are going to take that point percentage to advantage to kind of know what damages are on point and so on. So I know that's going to be a big deal with the competitive scene. Aside with some of the returning techniques like the wave dashing, I know they brought that back surprisingly, and the perfect shielding. perfect shielding is going to be kind of a big deal. So even though Sakurai says that this is still going to be more of a casual experience, it definitely looks like they're trying to aim it and please the hardcore audience as well, though. Unless I'm crazy.
No, I don't think you're crazy. Like I said, that's what I think too.
Yeah. It seemed pretty obvious. Anyways, back to the Pokemon topics, though. Yeah, we got Abra coming. I know,
Alolan Executor.
Oh, yes, I saw that. I was like, wait, what? I love how...
Neck,
yeah, that long neck. I'm actually happy they used him and then use him as a barrier to keep one side of the battle and the other side, kind of cut off. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Unless there could be characters that could jump over him. I'm pretty sure Sonic's up special could be able to go over him probably, but... Or not, I don't know. That's something we have to test out when the game comes out. I wonder if there's a character that could be able to get high enough to go over the guy.
Somebody's gonna make a video about that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
About which character can get over Alolan Executor.
Right. Yeah, the Alola forms are taking advantage of the Smash Bros. Ultimate, that's for sure. Also, Alola Vulpix. That's kind of cool to see. So we got regular Vulpix, and then we have Alola.
I don't care what your thoughts are on the Sun and Moon games. You have to admit that Alolan Vulpix and Alolan Ninetales are some of the best things that have come out of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The best ones are probably the most beautiful ones, too. I think we also saw... well, there was another Alola one, I'm trying to remember. Oh, it was Alola Raichu. Surfing.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah. That one is going to pretty much just replace Piplup that we saw from Smash Brothers Brawl, because that's what Piplup did, if I remember.
I think in Smash 4, that's what... Well, I think.
Uh-huh. So, Alolan Raichu. I wonder if we're going to see any more Alolan Pokemon forms.
Oh, speaking of Pokemon, how about Ditto?
Ditto! Oh boy, Ditto. It makes me happy to see that, because I guess Ditto was originally supposed to be in Melee. I guess they found...
it was supposed to originally be in Melee, but figure out how to program it and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess they ran into some complications with that too. I guess Ditto was originally supposed to copy the player that summoned it and help him out, but it never went through. And I don't know why they never went through it with Brawl and Smash 4, but Ultimate, he's finally here. It's kind of almost like a Ridley issue, but we'll get into that topic later. But seeing Ditto here, I'm happy to see Ditto, especially seeing, take a form of you and helping people out. That will make 8-player Smash into a 9-player Smash for a split minute there. Unless you play as Ice Climbers, then maybe that'll be a 10-player Smash.
Or have all 8 players play as Ice Climbers, then it would just be a mess.
Oh my god, I really hope the game will run well if they do that. Oh jeez.
How would that even work? I'm wondering how much it would buffer with 8 Ice Climbers.
How funny will it be if people wanted to test that out, and for 8-player Smash you can only choose one Ice Climber? Or they block out Ice Climber completely, you can't choose him? That would be so hilarious. That would suck, but that would be kind of hilarious too. Definitely a lot of Pokemon though. I know they said there's going to be a high number of Pokemon showing up for the Pokeballs. I'm actually excited to see what other Pokemon will show up. And that would definitely confirm some Pokemon to be playable. I know there's a lot of people that wanted, Raichu to be like Pikachu's Echo Fighter and so on.
And a lot of people are wanting right now.
Wanting who?
Decidueye.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that.
How do you pronounce it? I don't know.
Well, we don't watch the anime all that much anymore to really know how to pronounce them, so...
I don't even know if Decidueye has even appeared in the anime yet.
Maybe? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't paid much attention on the anime anymore, so I wouldn't really exactly know. I know a lot of people want that. The thing is, no, we'll get back onto that topic here soon. I was going to go ahead and say something, but I'll hold that off. Similar to it though, the assist trophies. This is when we know the true form that people are in complete denial of Waluigi being not playable.
And people are already making assumptions just because he didn't appear as an assist trophy in the recent direct.
Right.
He's still listed as an assist trophy, guys.
Yeah, he's still listed as an assist trophy, unless, you know, Sakurai pulls a wild card out of his ass and trolls us, knowing his sense of humor, but I don't see how well... I'll be upset about that, to be honest. I'll be more upset than I was with Ridley. I don't understand why people are still asking for Waluigi, even though it's more of a meme and a joke than anything else right now. But we do have
Honestly, it's just an annoying meme at this point. I found it funny at first, but now it's just...
Yeah, it's funny. Yep, so the assist trophies, I do like to call that the deconfirmed list. Waluigi's one of them. Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah. Shovel Knight.
At least they, like, found a way to acknowledge, like, the indie game. It's still a big deal.
Yeah, definitely. I know Shovel Knight was one of the higher requested, and I know it's one of the more higher popular indie games. So it's nice to see Shovel Knight in Smash Bros. You know, in some shape or form. I mean, Shovel Knight...
That's still a big deal for the indie, whatever you call it.
Yeah, right. I mean, you gotta think of it like this. It's actually a big deal having at least your indie character as an assist trophy than Rayman ever was on Smash 4, because Rayman was just a trophy and everybody wanted Rayman to be in Smash 4. And if you got Rayman as a trophy only on Smash 4, but you got Shovel Knight as an assist trophy, then yeah, I would be completely grateful for that, because Rayman is a lot more bigger than what Shovel Knight would have been, and yeah, he's still hopping around on the battlefield, you know.
Yeah.
And one of the other funny reveals was Bomberman.
Yeah, but poor Bomberman. Even that big of a fan of him.
Yeah. I really don't understand how Bomberman would have had a potential to be a character, because I don't really think Bomberman really had much of a moveset to begin with, other than throwing bombs.
Yeah, I mean, I do, don't get me wrong, but I'm honestly not upset that he was put in as an assist trophy. I'm at all.
Yeah. And you play Super Bomberman R, don't you?
Yeah, I much lately, but I did used to play it a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, just playing Super Bomberman R, you can like see he really had no moveset potential. And some people will probably argue about that, saying, "Oh no, he has a moveset. You're just not being creative." The thing about Sakurai is that he likes to create moves that are similar, at least at the very least similar to their game series. Pokemon being a big example for that. So if I was having to make a moveset for Bomberman, I would completely be stressed out thinking of a moveset that Konami would be able to agree with. So it's definitely something I want to see possible or happening anytime soon. So I'm happy to see Bomberman as an assist trophy though. One of the other assist trophies that was kind of a big deal and got people thinking was what was his name that was on the second direct?
Rathalos?
Rathros? That was that dragon from Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely left field with that one. Because what Sakurai said is he's the first one to appear as a boss and assist trophy. A couple questions about that.
Like, how does he appear as a boss? Some kind of mode?
Yeah, that's one thing. And another part is the Monster Hunter series. Like that, why is he bringing in the Monster Hunter series out of nowhere like that?
Without having, like, a newcomer be revealed.
Yeah, right. It's just really weird because I know Capcom is involved with Smash Bros. Because of Ryu and Mega Man, but yeah, but bringing in Monster Hunter just out of nowhere like that, I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know if that's a hint for something to come, or he's trying to, I don't know, toy with us about about that hidden mode that we'll talk about here pretty soon. But out of every assist trophy, I think that one was the most out of nowhere character that I've heard of so far.
Yeah, it was weird, and I'm still curious about, like, what they mean by like, what are you hiding, Sakurai?
Right. You know, you want to know something that's pretty funny?
What?
In Smash Bros., the dragon is a lot more bigger than Ridley.
He's too big, guys.
So, yeah, assist trophy-wise, I'm liking the list so far. I know there's a lot more. I was pretty sad to see Ashley as an assist trophy because I was up for Ashley for Smashly, but oh well. Dreams and hopes do die someday.
There are some people sad about Crystal not being playable.
Oh, yeah, the furry fandom of Crystal. I mean, I wouldn't mind having Crystal as a playable character, but I know a lot of people would have actually wanted her adventure outfit, which is the outfit that Sakurai chose, and I think he's doing that to please our furry friends. But I'm not upset about it. It's nice to see Crystal in it at some form.
Yeah, I'm not really too upset about it either.
Yeah. Actually, before we go on to the next topic, something about the stages I completely forgot and left out. Do you think that since we're having Shadow Moses and Skyline returning from Kid Icarus and Metal Gear Solid, do you think that we're going to see a return of the Coda calls?
Oh, I actually really want to see. I thought that they were a really nice touch in Brawl.
Yeah. And then
and also want to see those, like, little those little Kid Icarus things return from Smash 4.
Yeah.
Where Pit and Palutena would talk about characters.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be asking for too much, but...
Well, the possibility is there. That's why I mean. We had Snake and Pit, and their stages for where those calls happened are returning. So it would be kind of cool. I know there'll be a lot of voice acting and a lot of takes to talk about 70 plus characters, but I can definitely see a good crossover call between Snake and Palutena.
That would be funny to see.
Definitely. I mean, it kind of already happened one time with Brawl when you did, I think it was Falco's Coda call. Yeah, it was Falco's where Snake tried to call in and it was Slippy on the other end.
I've never seen that one.
You don't remember seeing that one?
No, I think that's, like, one of the few I haven't seen.
Yeah, if you did a Coda call on Falco, yeah, Slippy comes on the other end. So it's like, this is Snake. He's like, howdy, Snake, this is Slippy. And Snake is like, what? So, yeah, that was a very funny and out of nowhere Coda call. But yeah, I do hope those will return. I know that David Hayter is coming back to voice Snake. So if they have David Hayter's voice doing the voice of Snake there, hopefully they will do something with the Coda calls. Because I know the people that did Campbell, he's still open to do his role as the Colonel. and also for Otacon and all that. I'm pretty sure they're easy to get a hold of too. So yeah, I could
also. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I could also see, at least one of those making a comeback. If not, I completely understand, because Sakurai is already doing so much for this game anyways, and I can understand hiring voice actors and do lines of, both Palutena and Snake and all the other characters will be kind of a massive haul, but I want to say it's impossible, though.
Also, Slippy for Smash.
Slippy is a Final Smash character.
I'm just joking. I honestly don't really like Slippy.
I can't believe people will actually want Slippy to be a character.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was actually someone out there who wanted him.
Wonder what his taunts will be. Snip! Fox, help me!
What are some other quotes? Thanks, Fox. I thought they had...
I can't remember many of the quotes right now.
Yeah, those are the only ones that I remember.
Yeah. But yeah, if they brought those back, that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, that was something about the stages I completely left out. So the newcomers. Let's talk about the ones that are announced already. Then we'll go ahead and talk about some predictions. The first one that we came across is Daisy. So, and that was our
Inkling.
Oh yeah, Inkling. Okay, I'm sorry. Put that gun down. Okay.
You keep forgetting Inkling.
I know. Inkling was announced at a very weird time. Okay.
Yeah, I will admit it was kind of weird how they announced them.
Yeah. Okay. The first one, Inkling. At first, I was really curious how the movesets would go by, because they were all how to use ink, and I know that they were going to use that the ink as some kind of mechanic with their character, and that's exactly what they were doing. But I was really curious what their movesets were going to be, and I'm actually pretty happy. Hiccup. I'm actually pretty happy with what they came up with the Inkling, and especially with the alternate skins. They're pretty much based on different designs, which is pretty cool. Especially, and that's a big representative to Splatoon 2. So I know that they already got some Splatoon 2 ideas in this game, but I'm actually pretty happy with Inkling so far.
Heck, they got Lil Judd in the background.
Yeah, they got Lil Judd in the background too. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think of Inkling?
I really like Inkling. I think they might become like one of my new mains.
Do you think you could be able to multitask between watching their ink and doing their moves?
I mean, not in Splatoon, so...
Yeah. I could see them being partially sort of like Olimar, because Olimar was actually designed to be more for the veteran fighters, because there was so much you had to kind of keep an eye on, because, the amount of Pikmin that Olimar had with him. I could see the same thing being similar to Inkling, because you had to watch their ink, because if they're all out of ink, then it gives them a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see Inkling doing pretty good. I actually like the fact that if you cover your enemy with ink, then they get extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty cool idea. Anything else about Inkling?
Octolings for Echo Fighters?
Possibility? I don't see why not.
I mean, it might already be too late for that, but...
Well, I want to say too late. Okay, let me say this, because this was a common argument that some people will make, saying it's probably too late for stuff like that. Remember back on Super Smash Bros. 4 that when we got Greninja as a character
for 4.
I
forgot forgot about that.
Yeah, Sakurai was able to.
Cool.
Yeah, Sakurai was able to get the idea of Greninja before Greninja was ever officially announced. So I'm pretty sure Sakurai had some inside, scoops on making characters before before we even know about them. So I want to say that it's a impossibility.
Yeah, I forgot about the whole Greninja thing.
Yeah. So I could see it possible. I could see Octolings being a Echo Fighter and then having their own, design choices as well. For both Octo Girl and Octo Guy, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely could see that being a thing. Okay, the second one is being Daisy. Daisy is our second announced character that also announced the term Echo Fighter. So we don't have to say, clone characters or anything anymore. I was actually one of the few people that didn't care at all for Daisy. I know that Daisy had her own fan base and I actually wanted Daisy to be in Smash Bros, but I never thought she ever really had a chance. So seeing her show up.
I like Daisy, but I don't know if she had a chance either.
Yeah. But looking at it now, I'm like, she could be a clone, Echo Fire for Peach, and I could definitely see that happening now than I did before, because before I was thinking as Daisy as her own character and not some Echo, So
yeah, but now with the whole Echo Fire thing, you can see it, you can actually really see it now.
Yeah, see in a whole different light. So yeah, I'm not actually mad about the whole Daisy thing anymore because it makes sense. I guess you could put it. But I'm excited to see how Daisy plays because I know Sakurai says that Echo Fighters will still have their own variety from the characters they're echoing from. So I'm pretty excited to see how Daisy will kind of act up. So anything else you want to say about Daisy?
I'm sorry, what?
Anything else you want to say about Daisy?
I know one of the huge Daisy fans, so I know she's definitely happy about Daisy being in.
You actually have a Daisy friend that's a fan?
Yeah.
Did you ever ask her, what is it about Daisy you love so much?
I never really bothered to ask her about that, but...
I know the only unique charms about Daisy is that she's more of a tomboy.
Yeah, I think that's mainly why my friend is drawn to her.
Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Keep in mind that my friend is also a couple years younger than me, so...
Well, it's always about the taste, I suppose. Okay, the next character...
Darn.
Okay, so the next character is a big deal. It was one
Quite
of the...
literally.
Yeah, it was one of the bigger announcements of the Smash Direct of E3. I mean, I didn't see this coming big time.
I honestly was not expecting Ridley.
Yeah, neither was I. It clicked to me when the video started and it looked like a factory. Then I saw Samus there with her footsteps being the first one to show up, and then I was thinking back to myself, wait, we did not see Ridley at all in this whole presentation. And that's when it clicked to me. I'm like, oh my freaking god, what if this is Ridley? What if all this time that we were wrong?
Yeah, and I was... Are you freaking serious? They're actually doing it.
Like, oh my god. I mean, even when you and I probably didn't lose our shit that much. Okay, maybe I did, just a little bit. But, not as bad as, like, say, Etika. Because Etika broke his fucking shelf.
Rest in peace, Etika's shelf.
I know that there were a lot of supporters of the Ridley fan base, and I'm happy for them because they stuck with the whole Ridley debate for a long time. And I was one of them. I was happy whatever the inclusion for Ridley was. If he was in, good. If he was out, no skin off my bones. But this definitely was a moment to say anything is possible when it comes to Smash Brothers now, because Sakurai just went on his word 2 years later when he was talking about Ridley being too big and just want to be his character. And then here we are, Ridley is a playable character.
Yeah. Yeah. And then some more crazy shit happened in the recent Smash Direct.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we'll be getting to that here in just a minute. And can we just talk about how Ridley just impaled Mega Man and crushed Mario's skull?
What is it with them killing and reveal trailers?
Right? That is so weird. Actually, there was something funny I thought of, and this could be completely coincidental, but knowing Sakurai's sense of humor, maybe he did play a little bit of a part with this. But hear me out. On Smash Bros. 4, when they first revealed the first trailer for Smash 4, the first big deal character that they revealed was not Villager, but Mega Man. And everybody was all screaming, everyone's all happy, the world blew up because Mega Man was in Smash Bros., right?
Yeah.
So everybody was happy and cheering. Isn't it kind of a little ironic that Mega Man, everybody was so happy to see him here, that the next big deal character for the next Smash Bros. Was Ridley, and the first thing that he did to catch our screams was him impaling Mega Man?
I never actually thought of that. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I'm like, wait a minute. We were screaming and happy to see Mega Man there, and now we're screaming and happy to watch Ridley kill Mega Man.
It's like, all right, you've had your fun with Mega Man. We're gonna kill him off.
Right. So I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, so any final thoughts about Ridley?
Guess he wasn't too big after all.
Yep. You could see in Samus's eyes too. He's like, shit, he was too big. No, he's not. I just wonder if Ridley is going to feel like a boss character at all. Like, I wonder how OP Ridley will be, because you seen his impale move with his tail.
Attacks, and he looks to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, he looks kind of quick too. I actually thought he'd be a heavy fighter, kind of like how Bowser is, but he's kind of quick too.
Yeah.
I do believe that was something Sakurai once said with the interview after Brawl came out, was that if they ever made Ridley playable, he will be kind of a slow character, but he doesn't look slow to me.
Yeah, I don't feel very slow when I was like watching him play and stuff.
True. And Ridley has some good ideas for alternate costumes, because he got his regular Ridley form, then you got Meta Ridley, and then you probably got the Ridley from Metroid Other M, and probably a few other skin variations. But yeah, Ridley was definitely out of nowhere.
Speaking
so
Simon Belmont, guys.
Yeah, Simon Belmont, a character I really do feel he has a deserving spot in Smash Brothers, but he was also a character that I never thought I would see coming at all.
Yeah, I don't see him coming either, but then I watched the thing and I was like, what?
Yep. And that was the first time that kind of came to my mind, because like I said, there was that leak that I told you was going to happen before the Direct happened, and you're like, don't tell me. Yeah, it was
the whole leak about like the music and stuff.
Yeah, Nintendo accidentally released a song, and they quickly pulled it out, I guess, or they changed the name or something like that. But some people caught it, and on the internet they saved it, and they put it to 4chan and stuff like that, talking about the leak and stuff. And right there was like, this is a song from Castlevania, you know. So knowing that, I was like, okay, so Simon Belmont is probably going to get announced. And the first thing that they showed was Simon Belmont. I never played the Castlevania games.
I've never, but I know my dad used to play them a lot.
Yeah, my dad used to play them a little bit too. They're also on the NES Classic Minis, so I do have a chance, and I got no excuse to not play them now. But people say that Simon Belmont had a pretty big deserving spot for Smash Brothers, and if Simon Belmont was that big of a deal character, then kudos to him. It's good that he's in Smash Brothers. Not just Simon, but also Richter from the same series. That's too.
Richter was kind of a surprise.
Yeah, we heard something about Simon, but beyond that point, everything else was a surprise to us. So no one even knew Richter was going to be in it. Not a lot of people who are fans of Castlevania even know who Richter is. So yeah, it's a big surprise. And I guess in Japan, I guess Richter has a bigger fan base than Simon over there. So
yeah, and then we saw that new stage, which I thought was pretty cool, and then friggin' over 30 tracks for that stage. Gosh.
Yep, I think he said like 32, 37. Yeah, there's a lot of songs for that stage, that's for sure. And that's where we got our first hint at something. But we'll get back to that here pretty soon. But the Castlevania stage being the darkest stage in the Smash Bros. History, I actually do like how the stage looks. And having Dracula there, and the werewolf, and Medusa, and so on and so forth. I could see it to be a pretty hectic stage.
Also, that mystery character they showed in the trailer for the Castlevania stage, isn't that like a character from some other game or something?
So far, people were able to match up the picture. It seems to be Kid Dracula. It's a kid form of Dracula.
Kid Dracula.
Yeah. So Kid Dracula might be part of it too. Don't know what he's going to do. Don't know how he's going to look. But I think that's Kid Dracula that we saw there.
Yeah.
But another interesting thing is that we saw two versions of the map. And like I said, we'll go ahead and get to that here pretty soon. So we have Simon Belmont, we have Richter. So the next character that we had was Chrom.
Which that same friend of mine I was talking about earlier is also a big fan of, so she was happy about that as well.
Isn't she happy if we have enough Fire Emblem characters as it is?
Okay, I actually don't mind having all those Fire Emblem. I really liked Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I really don't mind Fire Emblem as well. I think some people are being a little too harsh on the Fire Emblem characters because look at the Mario series and look at the Pokemon series. We have a lot of Mario characters and Pokemon characters, and suddenly Fire Emblem is getting the hammer.
I think the main reason people are so triggered by the Fire Emblem characters is because the characters they keep choosing for Smash are all
sword fighters, yeah.
And Fire Emblem actually does have a pretty diverse cast. They all use stuff. It just so happens that the most popular characters are sword fighters.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I know some people like to choose Fire Emblem characters for the waifu purposes too. Like, for example, Lucina and female Corrin and female Robin. But I don't know.
Whenever someone uses the argument that all Fire Emblem characters,
yeah,
they probably never played a single Fire Emblem game.
Probably. I don't think there's too many Fire Emblem characters. I think as long as Chrom is the only one that we're announced to, I think we're fine with Fire Emblem characters. So, I know a lot of people wanted Chrom to be a character in Smash 4. So, and I know Chrom was also part of Robin's Final Smash. So I wonder if that changes Robin's Final Smash at all.
Yeah, and you might have noticed that they didn't show Robin's Final Smash in his little video on the website, so...
Yeah, so that definitely was a weird...
So that did kind of allude to, like, why didn't they show his Final Smash? Be playable?
Yeah, definitely. And that comes to a specific assist trophy that we keep not seeing, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. So, aside of Chrom, we also got Dark Samus which is a completely unexpected character on my part. I like Dark Samus. I always thought she was a cool character, but she's only from the Metro Prime series, I think, and I really didn't think that her demand was that high. According to Sakurai, she was actually part of the high demand of people that want her in Smash Bros. I guess on the West. And I don't know. I just kind of thought Dark Samus just came out of nowhere. I didn't really think she was going to be a playable character.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people requesting her, but I didn't really think she would get in.
Yeah, I mean, her request wasn't as big as, Ridley, but...
Or even Crumbs.
Yeah, so I really didn't... That's why it surprised me when Sakurai said that Dark Samus was one of the higher popular characters. I was like, oh, really? Like I see her requesting once in a while, but it wasn't, overflowing. But I guess it was a possible thing, and she's in, so... That's pretty cool, too, so...
With Echo Fighters, now pretty much anything is possible.
Right, pretty much. So, yeah, we had Dark Samus, Chrom, and then the next big character announcement came.
Friggin' Sakurai, man. Just...
Can we just stop and think for a minute how King Dedede trolled us at first? In that reveal trailer?
Let's think about this. King Dedede is voiced by Sakurai.
Right?
So, that was basically Sakurai himself trolling us.
Pretty much. And have you noticed that King Dedede was actually wearing the costumes used to put on the Miis? When the Miis had the King K. Rool costumes?
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the characters that were costumes in the previous game are becoming playable in this game.
Yeah, the past Mii characters.
Inkling, Chrom, King K. Rool.
Yes. Oh boy, King K. Rool though, I'm happy to see King K. Rool. I don't think I'll really use him that much because I've never really been a big fan of King K. Rool, even though I love the Donkey Kong Country games. I know his Final Smash gave a lot of people a nostalgia boner because it calls back to Donkey Kong 64. I'm happy that people are excited that King K. Rool's in it because I know King K. Rool was one of the high requested characters that I wanted people to shut up about.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Now they about it.
Yeah. So now we finally got King K. Rool, so it's no longer really an issue to come across.
Worry about the Waluigi people.
Yeah, except for them. Probably not till the next Smash Brothers. So, yeah, those are all the announced characters so far. I'm actually happy with the list. I mean, if King K. Rool was the last character to be announced, I actually would be satisfied. What about you?
I mean, I'm already pretty satisfied with the roster. They announce more characters or not, I'll be happy either way.
Yeah, definitely.
I know there's definitely more coming, but if there's...
Oh, yeah. And Sakurai himself, he said that there's more Echo Fighters to be announced, so stay tuned.
Yeah, characters will be revealed before the game releases.
Yeah. So that comes to the predictions. As I said a while back, there is one assist trophy that is presently missing and was actually replaced.
Yeah, Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow was replaced by Knuckles. So now that got people thinking, is Shadow going to be Sonic's Echo Fighter? Do you think that could be a thing?
I mean, it could be a thing, but at the same time, I could also see him having his own moveset.
Moonset. So something probably similar to Richter, probably. I mean, Richter is not, I guess, has like a unique moveset of his own in a way for being an Echo. So
yeah, I can see something like that happening.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about a moveset for Shadow, and I was thinking, what if Shadow's moveset is like a mix between Sonic and Mewtwo? such as having like Sonic's basic like spin dash, you know, spinning attacks, but also has Mewtwo's like teleportation moves as well. Like he can use like Chaos Control to teleport some other location of the map, like as an up special or an air dodge.
Kind of like how Chrom, even though he's an Echo Fighter of Roy, he also has some of Ike's traits.
Yeah. And that got some people thinking that Chrom was Ike's Echo Fighter, and then people were surprised that he was actually Roy's. So I was thinking, you know, so how cool would it be if, you know, Shadow took like some portions of different characters' moves, but most of the moves would be focused on Sonic, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see that being the possibility. Some other people are saying not Shadow, but maybe Tails. I don't know how I feel about Tails being a fighter.
I mean, Tails would be cool, but I kind of see Shadow having more of a chance.
Yeah, I would say Shadow having more of a chance, and I hate to say this as much as I like Tails. Tails used to be a brave boy back in the older games, but if you look back at Sonic Forces, Tails is a complete pussy. So yeah, I could see Shadow being an Echo Fighter. I mean, it's almost a possibility, especially like why would they take him out as an assist trophy after 2 games, you know?
Yeah.
And that also got me thinking because of Green Hill Zone is returning. And I know Knuckles was in the background when he was running through the loop.
And Knuckles was also shown as an assist trophy.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just, there's some parts that kind of make me question some things. And one of the other assist trophies was the moon from Majora's Mask.
Oh boy, the moon.
Yeah, the moon. But the moon is also on Port Royal for the Super Smash Bros. Melee for Zelda's stage. So, how can the moon be an assist trophy, but the moon's also part of the stage background, you know? Unless they took that move from the stage background and just turned it into like a quick assist trophy, I don't know. Maybe we'll see 2 moons. Oh, but another prediction. I don't know if you heard about this. Have you heard about the discussion about what was behind Sakurai during his video of the second direct?
With those chairs and all that?
The chairs and the collar of the pillow?
I mean, I've heard the chairs and stuff, but I didn't really know what they were talking about. Okay,
so in the first E3 Direct of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the background of Sakurai was a planked wooden area, like kind of like a cabin almost. It almost had this similar vibe of Donkey Kong Country, and people were thinking maybe that style was to foreshadow King K. Rool's reveal on the second Direct, because it had like a Donkey Kong Country feel to it. So people are thinking, so what if the second background, because it's so oddly placed, because we got different colored chairs, and the fabric of the pillow is a very similar fabric, but people were taking these colors together, and they're saying these colors match Skull Kid from The Legend of Zelda. So people are thinking, so far we haven't seen Skull Kid as an assist trophy. What if he's becoming a possibility of a playable character? Because I know Skull Kid was kind of a requested character for Smash 4, but then we saw him as an assist trophy. So
yeah, and I know he's like highly requested.
Yeah. So do you think Skull Kid will probably have a chance?
Maybe.
I was also thinking, and they thought this was kind of a far-fetched idea, but what if some of the assist trophies, for example the moon, was maybe like a second form of a final smash? So what if Skull Kid took like the moon's assist trophy and used that as a final smash for Skull Kid?
That would be interesting, actually.
I think that would be a kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
I've also noticed, this probably means nothing, but I noticed this is the first time I think they've done this, but there were multiple assist trophies on the stage at the same time. That there was a moment where we had a Shovel Knight running around, and then we had the moon coming, and then we also had another scene where it was Ashley and Bomberman together.
Yeah.
So it just kind of made me kind of wonder a few things, but I don't know. I saw someone brought up the idea about the moon being maybe part of Skull Kid's Final Smash, and what some of the assist trophies are being used in multiple ways. It's kind of like how the dragon is from Monster Hunter, being both a boss and an assist trophy. So it just kind of makes me wonder once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I just gotta wait for the next direct, I guess, to see if Skull Kid is actually going to be a playable character or not. We all know, realistically, and I know for sure, 100% fact true, because I work for Nintendo, that Sans will be a playable character.
Shut up. He's not gonna get in, and you know it.
I think when it comes to indie reps, I think Shovel Knight as an assist trophy is good enough.
Yeah.
But if we do have to pick a indie character to represent the indie group as a whole, I guess we can say that there are still 3 possible choices. One of the unrealistic ones is Sans from Undertale, but then again, it's hard to say unrealistically because we got fucking Cloud, we got Bayonetta, we have Ridley in Smash Brothers, so it's almost not even arguably good saying unrealistic anymore. But I know Sans is one of the highest requested reps for the indie group. Even Toby Fox is a big fan of Smash Brothers. He's been talking about Smash quite often on his Twitter page. It's actually gotten some people talking, but it's probably nothing. He's probably just a big fan of Smash Brothers. The second one is probably Shantae. Because I know a lot of people want her in, and I know that the creators of Shantae actually was all open arms having her in, especially with the Smash ballot. Oh, okay. And also the first one puts a knife in my heart because I don't like the idea, but it's also almost there to a point that it makes sense in a way if you wanted to represent the indie group.
It's the Minecraft guy.
Yeah, Minecraft Steve. Especially how close they've been with Microsoft lately, especially with their last trailer that they did together. And I guess Sakurai, he's been playing Minecraft lately too, so if there were any indie groups that will have a chance to be playable in Smash Bros., I think those 3 will be the highest chances. Unless there's one more that I'm missing. What about you? What do you think?
I mean, I think just Shovel Knight as an assist trophy is enough.
You think that's probably good enough?
I think so.
Yeah. I want to be upset if we don't have like a playable indie character. I mean, that's like I said, Shovel Knight.
I mean,
Shovel Knight.
If an indie character got playable, I wouldn't be mad, but I don't know.
You think it might be too left field for you?
I don't know. I just don't really see it happening.
I guess I could see that. I mean, I do see potential on these characters on their movesets, but if you want to think realistically, I think Shovel Knight is actually the highest you can get as an indie rep.
Yeah.
So, I would be good enough for that. I'd be happy with that, even though I'm a little sad that it's Shovel Knight and not Sans or something, but that's just me.
Enough about Sans. God.
You know, I'm just kidding. Let's see. I'm trying to think of any other possibility characters. Because it feels like that these characters are being brought out from the Smash ballot because these are characters I can see being highly requested from the Smash Bros. Ballot. I can't think of anybody else Unless there's anybody that you know of that you maybe heard around.
From the Smash, but I have heard people talking about like possibilities of Isabelle being an Echo Fighter or something. I don't know.
Isabelle. I could see Isabelle. I don't know. People are just bringing up Isabelle because Isabelle is a racer in Mario Kart 8.
I mean, Isabelle is a pretty popular character, so I can see it, but I don't know if it'll happen.
Yeah, same. Because I don't even know. I can't think of a single moveset for Isabelle, to be honest. I know people will bring that up for being, make it similar to Villager, but I don't think I can think Isabelle carrying an axe while she's trying to chop down a tree,
Yeah.
Because...
I can't really see that poor dog with an axe.
Right? And besides, I don't use the axe for the tree, I use the axe for other damaging purposes.
We'll get off that topic.
Other than Isabelle, yeah, I really got no idea who else will go in though. I know there's some people out there that want like the chorus kids to be in it, but I don't know how much.
Wanting Decidui as like a new Pokemon.
Yeah, if there is a new, okay, let me ask you this: do you see a potential of a new Pokemon reputation for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, even if it's going to be for the upcoming Switch game, or do you think it will be from the existing Sun and Moon series?
Honestly, I can see a new Pokemon representative from pretty much anything. Like I know there's some Pokemon from Hoenn that are requested. I know there's Decidui from Alola that's highly requested. I can see pretty much anything. And also, about that they don't have a single Unova representative.
Right.
So I don't know someone from that region be playable, or I don't know.
Sometimes I wonder if it's just due to fan favorites or if it's this region representative, because we have Pikachu, who happens to be the most iconic Pokemon of all of Pokemon. And we have Mewtwo, which happens to be the most iconic legendary out of all the legendary Pokemon.
We have Jigglypuff, who was a joke character at first, but has now become pretty popular.
Yeah, Jigglypuff was the joke character for Smash 64.
And now what made Jigglypuff popular again?
Jigglypuff. I don't know exactly. I think some people are saying that the original 64 cast is almost like a staple note for the Smash Bros. Series, so all the original characters from the first game has to stay in the series, and Jigglypuff was one of them. So, yeah,
because in every game up to this point, all of the characters from the first game have been playable, so... Yeah.
So that could be one reason. So we had Jigglypuff, which I guess that's the only argument reason I can think of. Pichu. Pichu only appeared on Melee, but of course for the sake of everybody's here, Pichu is making a return for Ultimate. Pichu was second generation, wasn't he?
Yeah, Pichu was second generation.
Yeah, so it's a possibility Pichu could have just represented for second gen. Pokemon Trainer. I think it's just the fact that it's Pokemon Trainer, it's Red, and Red is the most famous Pokemon Trainer of all the game series, I suppose.
Yeah, and now we got Leaf too.
Yeah, we got Leaf. Then we got Lucario, who happens to be Gen 4, was it?
Yeah, and is also a really popular Pokemon.
Yeah, the popular Pokemon. I was also thinking Lucario was also maybe added to Brawl to promote the movie. Wasn't the Lucario movie coming out around the same time as Brawl did?
I don't know. I don't know if it came out before or after. I don't remember.
I know it was somewhere around the same time. I just don't remember how many years apart it was, because I know Brawl was delayed like a year. Yeah, then we had Greninja, which was a representative to the X and Y series.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have a single Pokemon from Hoenn, Unova, or Alola.
Yeah. And then Charizard was stripped away from Pokemon Trainer, so...
I've seen people talking about there being a possibility of Gardevoir. Oh, I don't know.
I could see Gardevoir being maybe a little similar to Zelda in a way.
Yeah, I can kind of see it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I guess Gardevoir will have her chances, but it's all about the moveset, I guess, and maybe the reasoning behind it.
Then again, Gardevoir hasn't been shown as a Pokeball Pokemon yet, so you never know.
Yeah, there's that argument too. And then there's...
also noticed that Zoroark hasn't been shown either, so...
That's true. And then we also have the argument...
I mean probably just a coincidence, but...
Yeah, it could be. I mean, like I said, they had like a lot of Pokemon in there. I don't think they're going to shove every Pokemon on the website.
Yeah.
And then we have the argument, Sakurai could pull a Greninja on us and represent a brand new Pokemon for the upcoming Switch game. Which I don't think he will, because I don't know. I'm thinking Pokemon for the Switch will be near E3 next year. So if Sakurai was going to pull up a brand new Pokemon out of his ass, I'm pretty sure it would be something that we would kind of already know about at the time being. And Smash is coming out this December, so I don't think we're going to get like a trailer for Pokemon on Switch anytime soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be a Switch representative, so it might be a current one if he ever does one. Or do you think we have enough Pokemon as it is?
I mean, I'm fine with what we have right now, but I wouldn't be mad if we had a few more.
Oh, a few more, so one more isn't enough for you?
What?
You said a few more. I'm just saying one more.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to pull another Fire Emblem issue here.
I don't know. I was just saying the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, Pokemon could be good. I'm also very impressed with the amount of third-party characters we have. Because we have so many now. We have Sonic, Mega Man, Ryu, Bayonetta, Cloud,
Mega Man,
Sonic,
Pac-Man,
Simon.
I'll be honest, I keep forgetting that Pac-Man is in the game.
Me too, and Pac-Man was actually one of my higher requested characters since Smash 4.
He's just a very obscure character, and I just... there.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking this. Sega has Sonic and Bayonetta. Capcom has Mega Man and Ryu. Konami has Snake and Simon. So for Namco, they only have Pac-Man. Do you think Namco will throw in one more character for their side?
I mean, I can see it happening, but I highly doubt it. And I don't even know who they could throw in.
Do you want to hear something really scary? Unless you already got an idea what I'm going to say.
What are you thinking about? What are you going to say?
They do own Goku.
Fuck. I
don't see.
God, if Goku actually gets in.
Would you even be surprised anymore? I mean, we got so many surprising characters. I mean, if Goku comes in and punches King K. Rool in the face, I wouldn't be surprised anymore.
Fucking Goku.
Actually, no. Namco actually owns another series I think would fit a lot more better than Goku would.
What's that?
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon.
Fuck!
Can you think of a better situation to pit Pikachu versus Agumon? I mean, you gotta think that's the perfect scenario.
Namco, why can't you have other stuff?
I can't think of anything else unless you're thinking like a Tekken character. I mean, they already did Capcom with Street Fighter with Ryu. I guess I don't see why not Tekken.
I mean, they did have Heihachi or whatever his name in the last game.
Yeah. Well, Namco is definitely popular with their anime IPs. If it's not like Goku or a Digimon representative like Agumon, then I don't know. I can't think of anything else other than Tekken or some other Namco party. I can see a possibility of Miss Pac-Man being like an Echo Fighter for Pac-Man.
Yeah, I can kind of see it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna. I can see it.
You don't think it's gonna happen? I mean, all they have to do is put a bow on Pac-Man. That's it.
And maybe some lipstick.
Yeah, lipstick too. I don't know. I mean, Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man are pretty similar, but I can see some key differences on their moveset. I mean, like I said, I don't see it happening, but it makes sense at the same time, though, as like an Echo Fighter. But aside from Pac-Man, yeah, I really don't know anything else from Namco I can think of. Unless, I don't know, is there any Namco games that you play that you like to see, like in Smash Brothers?
I mean, the only... Wait, I just thought of something.
What?
Do you remember that game, Mappy?
Mappy. The ring sounds... The name rings familiar to me, but I can't place my tongue at it at the moment.
It was this game where you played as like up or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember anything else about it, but I know there were like I don't know. It's just one of those obscure things that I remember.
Well, I guess it's sad to say that I guess Goku or Digimon do have a chance then. I know. I want to be mad with Digimon. I'll be honest with you. I want to be mad because Digimon started off as a virtual pet monster. As we know, those Tomodachi pets. You've heard of those, haven't you?
Yeah, I know what they are. I've never had them.
Yeah. So the fact that Digimon actually kind of originated from a Tomodachi pet, that does add a bit of history within video games itself. So, not saying that I'm supporting the idea of it, but I could see that being a good reason to add Digimon as a character in Smash Brothers. But other than that, I can't think of Namco adding anything else other than like a Tekken character or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you and I can face off. You could play as Pikachu and I'll kick your ass as Agumon. Am I annoying you?
Yes, very much.
Okay, shoot. I can't think of any other characters. That's how much surprised I am seeing how many characters are on the roster already for Smash. So, I don't know. Unless you can think of anything else, we can move on to the next topic.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and move on.
Alrighty. So, game mode predictions. I was expecting some of this to be happening on the second direct, but unfortunately, we really didn't get that. We kind of got more about songs and stages than anything else.
I mean, they did reveal some like modes for local. Blah 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 blah. I can't speak. For local multiplayer, they revealed some modes, but
like classic. I think classic was really the only one they showed.
And they also showed that, or what was it called? It was where you would play as like one next round you can't play as that character and you gotta have to.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was Strike Squad, I think it was called.
I don't, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Strike Squad, and we also got like tourney. We got tournament mode returning. Oh, that looks like to be a local thing. It's not going to be locked as online only this time, which is good. I actually like tournament mode to be offline. I'm a little curious to see what they got for the stadium, such as is Break the Target is going to return, or are they going to keep it with the Angry Birds style that we got from Smash 4? I didn't mind that mode, but I do prefer the original Break the Targets, as you play as a character and you run around and stuff. It's a little more similar to Melee's, because Brawls wasn't really all that great. The Master Orders, the Crazy Hand and Master Hand challenges, they were kind of like a gambling system in a way for Smash Brothers. Those were kind of fun. I thought they were kind of fun anyways, especially Crazy Hand, because you get to unlock, more soundtracks and special items when you did that. I don't know how the unlocking system will go through, because Sakurai did say all the stages will be unlocked from the get-go. I don't know if you're going to be able to unlock songs through your progress while you try to unlock characters. So if that's going to be a thing, I want to see why not bring back the Master Hand Order challenges. I'd like to see a return for that. What do you think about Smash Run?
Smash Run?
Yeah. That's the mode for that's the mode for the 3DS version.
Smash Run. I honestly don't remember what Smash Run is.
Smash Run is kind of like a miniature adventure mode in a way. You kind of run around like this maze with like other characters on the same map, and you like collect items. And then when the time's up, you take those items to power yourself up, and you guys like face off like on a final showdown battle.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that would make a return, or do you think they're gonna leave that behind?
I mean, I actually did kind of like that mode, so I mean, if it didn't return, but it would be nice to have it again.
Yeah, a lot of people like that mode. I even liked it. It was actually a fun mode to do. Smash Tour, aka Super Smash Bros. Mario Party Edition.
I mean, I liked that mode too, so
You're one of the rare people that like that mode.
I mean, it wasn't the best, but I mean, I kind of liked it.
I don't know, not a lot of people did. I didn't really care much for it either. I don't know, I played it like twice and never again. So, I don't know.
I mean, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it, obviously. Right?
Yeah, right. It wasn't best. I mean, they can rework it and then make it better.
Yeah,
they could.
I would like to see it return.
Yeah, if they return that, I mean, I wouldn't be mad, but I do hope they kind of fix some of the issues they had with it, though.
Yeah.
So what about Trophy Rush? Do you think they'll do like a new idea for collecting trophies like they did with Smash 4? Do you think they want to do like a mini game like they did with Brawl, or just another gambling simulator for, like they did with Melee?
I honestly don't know what they're gonna do with the whole trophy collecting thing.
Mm-hmm. The trophy collecting thing, I always found it to be like a staple for the Smash Bros. Series, so I don't see them getting rid of it. And I kind of like how they're throwing out new ideas to collect trophies. Yeah. I really wasn't a fan of Trophy Rush on Smash 4. It was fun, but I kind of preferred Brawl's way of doing it, even though it was kind of a little more annoying, but at least it was something I didn't mind going back into once I had coins,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember how the trophy minigame was on Brawl.
Yeah, I actually do remember how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I used to go on that thing a lot.
I think trophies was also another way of the master orders for the master hand challenges. I think trophies were a part of that too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a little curious what Sakurai will do with that. I mean, he can make it simple again. Do like what they did with the 3DS version. Just do like daily sales and daily trophy buys. Doesn't matter to me. I really do hope they will do an improvement with the event modes. Because the event matches have not been that good since Melee. Because Melee's event modes were pretty fun. Brawls were alright. Smash 4 though, I didn't even go back to the event modes on Smash 4. I thought they were pretty boring.
Yeah.
Because I had the most fond memories of event mode on Melee, especially event 50 and event 51, because those were the most hardest, and I cried one time. Those sucked. Okay, so I don't know. Is there any other modes you can think of that doesn't include story mode that you'd like to see come back?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what I want to see come back.
I guess you kind of enjoyed a lot of them to not disagree, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Do you think that we're going to see another adventure mode or story mode?
I think there is a possibility. I mean, if it's called Smash Ultimate, then some kind of story mode or something, right?
Yeah. Some people are wanting like another subspace adventure mode, and I'm trying to think realistically here. I don't think we're going to see another subspace, and if people are expecting that, I think they're going to set themselves up with disappointment, because that's just that was like a big deal thing.
While I will be happy if we do get another like story mode, I'm trying not to like set my ex high.
Yeah. Because I know Brawl was a bit of a setback a little bit with the gameplay, because they put more focus onto the story mode than the game itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with the amount of cutscenes. I don't think story mode is going to... Yeah, those cutscenes were crazy. I don't think we're going to get something like subspace on this. I'm actually hoping to be a little bit in between. If not in between, I'm hoping to be a little more similar to, I guess, Melee's adventure mode. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
But I know some people are able to decode a little bit of that blurred image, that secret mode that Sakurai didn't show us, being called spirits.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah. I don't know if that will be the adventure mode or what, but
who knows?
I'm definitely curious.
Yeah, I'm really curious about it too.
Yeah.
Sakurai sees us like this.
I could see it. I mean, if I had to choose between an adventure mode and story mode, I'd be a little more happy with adventure, because adventure you can go back to over and over and over. The story mode, like Subspace from Brawl, after your first go with it, I don't know. I got like really bored with it. Like I can't really pick up the controller to go through story mode like a second time. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we can see a return of at least one of those modes, but I'm putting my coins on adventure mode and story at the moment. But
Yeah.
that does beg the question about the bosses, because Sakurai did mention like he did with the dragon, appear as both as a boss and assist trophy. And I know that bosses were kind of a little bit of a thing when it came to the stages, especially on Smash 4. But when we looked at some footage from the Simon Belmont trailer, it was just him all alone with Dracula. And then we had one single character fighting the dragon from Monster Hunter at like a flat stage. And the stages themselves are kind of a little more I guess, remodeled in a way than just like some opening battlefield than what we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Do you think that could probably play a part of the whole adventure mode?
Maybe.
I could see it. Maybe like towards the end of a specific area for adventure mode, we could run into like one of the bosses and we fight them off. That's something I can think of at least. Because I haven't really seen anything other than the Yellow Devil for Mega Man to be a boss character for that stage. And I guess all the other characters from the Castlevania stage, but like Dracula and the Dragon, though, I don't know, those two kind of stick out like a sore thumb in a way.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, who knows at this point?
Just nothing on your mind to really say anything about that?
I don't really have too much to say about it.
Just gotta wait and see then, huh?
What?
Just gotta wait and see, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Well, maybe the next direct will give us a little light on that, hopefully. So, as we know, next month, Nintendo is going to start doing their paid online services.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are going to be debating on whether to do that or not. And, of course, other than Splatoon and Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Will be one of the big reasons why to pay for the online services. So do you think we're going to see like a big overhaul with the online mode for Smash Ultimate other than just, for glory and for fun type stuff? Do you think we're going to see a lot more stuff to the online mode?
I mean, maybe we'll see other stuff, but again, who knows?
Yeah. I just hope that they're able to fix their servers a little bit with the pay online service, because as I don't really mind it, but playing for glory one-on-one with another character is usually the most stable I can actually find a match on, because if I play with other players online, it gets pretty laggy. So
yeah,
I wouldn't mind like another online tournament too, though, like what they did with Smash 4, because that was actually pretty cool too.
Yeah.
You know what else would be pretty cool to add?
What?
If they ever do add like a adventure mode or whatever, wouldn't it be kind of cool if they add like a co-op version for that, like online co-op to go through adventure mode together?
Actually, that would be kind of nice.
Yeah, it would be. Depending how long the adventure mode is, like if they're aiming it to be like 30 minutes like they did with Melee, I could see that being not much of a big issue to do that as an online thing with friends. And maybe add like side challenges within the whole online co-op, like get through adventure mode like as quick as possible or something like that.
Yeah.
I could see that being a thing. I don't see why not, but like I said, it just depends what this spirits mode is. Especially with the bosses, I'm hoping we could see a return of boss battles, because I liked going through boss battles on Brawl once you finished up story mode.
Yeah.
That was a pretty fun mode. So, that's all I can really think of saying when it comes to Smash Bros. Ultimate. What do you think? You got like any closing thoughts to this?
I guess just I'm really hyped for it, and I look forward to seeing what else they'll do with the game.
Do you think it's gonna be worth $60?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you think it's gonna be worth $60, or do you think it should be up to $200?
At this point, I think it's gonna be pretty worth it.
I'm very curious how big the game will be, because I'm afraid that when I get the cartridge, it's going to tell me that I'm going to have a micro SD card.
Yeah.
Because the game is the game looks so big as it is.
Yeah, I would be shocked if they were able to get that much stuff on a tiny bit of space.
Who knows? Maybe the space will be smaller than we're expecting.
Plot twist, it's only 1 gigabyte.
What?
I know that they can't fit that much stuff on just 1 gigabyte, but...
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we've been surprised before. Hasn't, I think Mario Odyssey had a pretty small storage space for what the game is, isn't it? I think Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I think they got, like, pretty small storage.
Yeah, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's a lot more smaller than what we're trying to make it out to be. So it's going to be a big game, that's for sure. And hopefully it will not...
And if they do get DLC, it'll obviously be much bigger, but...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, for being Smash... Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if this game will even have DLC.
I
it's just...
don't either.
Yeah, because we can't even think of any more characters they can add.
Yeah.
Unless they're talking about, like, we're thinking of, like, any last minute characters, like, I don't know, Rex and Pyra from Xenoblade 2, but...
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else, though. Well, anyways, that's my thoughts on Smash Bros. Ultimate, so if you got any more last minute thoughts for you, I guess go ahead and say.
I've pretty much already wanted to say, so...
Alright. Well, I guess just hope Sakurai doesn't end up in bandages when this game releases.
Let's hope he's able to sleep at night.
Let's hope so. And not have nightmares about the Waluigi fan base.
All the Waluigi people will stop harassing him.
Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Well, that concludes this discussion. And, of course, with anybody else who's listening, thank you for watching throughout the whole thing. And if there's anything you guys like to add, well, go ahead and comment on the comment section below. Till next time, guys. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.